Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here, and welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we started working on, we finished up the hydrochloric acid, making sure that we had a loading area that where trains can come and pick it up. And then we started putting together what we're going to need for hydrochloric acid, because certain mineral patches need those. And so we put together this process. We're pooling seawater, and we're going to, basically process it into purified water and saline water. We're going to electrolyze the saline water into chlorine and hydrogen, and then we are going to use chemical plants to turn that into hydrochloric acid. And it was to get what I wanted to get, and I'm not sure if this is overkill or if we're going to need more, but at least for the initial facility, the hydro plants were quite the operation. I decided to go with 3 rows of 8. We blueprinted it up, we laid it down. We were only really able to get this first row built, but I went ahead and manufactured all the rest of the hydro plants, got them laid down. I got the pumps all set up, so this is all working. And at least it should be working. Why? Ah, I see. They are all working, but they haven't been properly piped in yet, because they need to be connected up to the saline water. So we need to make those adjustments here. So we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Let's see, how do I want to handle that? Here's what I think we're going to do. We're going to extend that pipe. Get you all hooked back up there. And then bring that through there. Okay. Perfect. Saline water pipes are looking good. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. That should get everybody up and running. Let me just double check power, since we've been adding a lot. No, we're still good on power. I could always bring the old coal plant back online if needed. But so far, so good. Oh, we're going to need lights out here as it's starting to get dark. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take care of that. Manufacture a whole bunch of those. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to set up our electrolysis operation. We have 7 electrolyzers. And they're also going to be producing sodium hydroxide. Which I may put in another loading area for. Because we are going to actually have some processes that are going to need sodium hydroxide. So, we're probably going to have to dump a lot of it, or destroy a bunch of it, but it'd be nice to have at least somewhere where we could pick it up as needed. So let's go ahead and get that next loading bay in here. And we'll let the constructors go ahead and take care of that. Okay, so we're going to need a place for 10 chemical plants, which we're going to have plenty of room for that over here. But we're going to need 7 of these electrolyzers, and these are fairly large objects here. Let's see, can we get rid of these trees? Oh, there we go. Yep, okay. Okay, so the electrolyzers are going to need the saline water, right? So the inputs are going to be the saline water, which we want to give a little bit of room. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Not quite enough room. For one row. Which I'd like to get them all done in one row. Oh, I need this landfill. Let's get rid of these little guys here. Don't know if I'm going to need to do anything with that, but we'll go ahead and fill that in. Alright. So let's try this. Going this way instead. I don't know why I'm using my bots, but I am. Okay, there we go. It's all 7. And then you guys are going to be saline water electrolysis. Bring in the saline water. And we're going to need a pump, of course. Pump needs power. And I think we're just going to go with surface pipe all the way to that point. And then underground, as usual. And then you guys are all going to need power. So there we go. Alright, and then we're going to need storage tanks for both. Oh yeah, we're going to need some more room. Alright, so alright, because we're going to need storage tanks for the chlorine and the hydrogen. And we're going to need to work around this guy here. So what we're going to do, let's see, space of 3 apart. And we're going to have hydrogen. Chlorine. Alright. So I think I want to put a hydrogen in here and chlorine in there. But I want to bring the inputs in from the top. I think. Oh, I hooked that up incorrectly. Oh well. We'll go the other way then. It's fine. No big deal. And actually, that probably looks a little bit better. Because then we'll have the pumps. Coming out the bottom. Okay, so first things first, we need to take the hydrogen and chlorine and recombine them into hydrogen chloride gas. We're going to need 5 of these guys to do that. And I think what we're going to do... Hold on. Can I do this a little bit more cleanly? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so then that means we're going to want to have these guys set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and you guys are going to be making hydrogen chloride gas. Connect all the pipes. We still have to deal with that sodium hydroxide, so... Okay, there we go. And then all of this is getting put into another gas tank. Again, we're going to bring it in from the top. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now, I think where it would make the most sense to do this is going to be over here. And then we'll do every other inserter is going to be on the near side of the belt. There you go. Should I have turned the belt around? I actually think so. This is a bit tedious, but it's the simplest way to do it. And I'll just go ahead and throw that in a logistics trash slot, and that'll go dump it somewhere, and we can always request it if we need it. All right. And then what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna run the belt. Oop, I did not want to remove the actual signal. There we are. Okay, so we actually need to move the belts 1 unit. One block north, okay. And then we'll bring it all out here, and then we'll set up a loading area for it. Which we'll need to clear a lot of these trees, so we'll go ahead and let our bots get to work on that. What seems to be the problem? We are out of saline water. That would seem to be the problem. Why are we out of saline water? Ah, because we are full up on purified water. Right. Okay. We're going to need purified water to connect in there. We're going to need overflow valves, which I need to make sure that I are... No, actually, let me just logistics trash all that wood. So it'll go store it somewhere. I have some logistic robots. Why do I have some logistic robots in my inventory? Alright, I have those non-return valves, which I apparently don't really need anymore. Just stick them somewhere. I don't see any overflow valves in my inventory, but then again, I always have trouble seeing them. But we'll go ahead and make 3 more. Okay. So how we're going to do this is we are going to... bring that pipe that way. And we're going to bring this pipe this way. I'm going to have to do that. Bring that there. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to need 3 clarifiers. And this one needs power. There we go. So that should now have saline water. It's only feeding to 1. Because it's not clarifying anywhere near fast enough. But I think once we actually connect everything in... oh, actually, this needs to be done differently. Oh, no. That stays there. But this needs to be a pump coming out of here. And everything needs to connect there on the other side of the pump. And actually, all of these need to be pumps coming out. Don't have room for the pumps, though. Oh, well, it should be fine. As long as we have pumps on, a pump on one of them. It should be... It should be alright. What I could do, actually, is... Yeah, because it's actually pumping into the other tanks. Right, we don't want to... We don't... No. This is a bit awkward, but... we need everybody connected here. There we go. So all of these other guys flow into here. Right, they have their own clarifiers, but they flow into here ultimately, and then it gets forced out of here into the system, into the next stage. All right, that works. We're still not getting enough saline water because, again, we're not using any of the purified. We're not using enough of the purified, so not everybody's running at the best possible speed. But once we put some more of these chemical plants on here, we should be all right. line everybody up. 2. And you guys are making hydrochloric acid. These pipes connected. Alright, now we need to route the purified water over here. And that's lined up perfectly. Alright, and now we're producing hydrochloric acid, which we'll then put in a local storage tank as well. And we're going to landfill it. And hold on, let's see. We want the input to line up here with this pipe, just because it looks better. So then input is going to line up like that. Hydrochloric acid. And now we're going to bring the hydrochloric acid down here and hook it in there. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a pump. Alright, and then we'll bring it down here. Do I want to bring it down there? Yeah, actually that will work. And then we will have it connected there. Actually, there. Oh, whoa. Wrong. There we go. Okay, we're not getting hydrogen Chloride gas, because we're not getting chlorine gas, because only this guy is running. Because we are not clarifying enough purified water. Okay. Well, this guy is hooked up to the same whole system. Now let's do this. Let's put just a whole pile of clarifiers on here. I was going to bump into that rail signal. That's slightly annoying. Let me see. Can I do this in a way that looks a little bit better? I probably can. Overflow pipe pointing this direction. Move that power. There we go. Let's see how that does. Okay. No, we're still full up on purified water. All right, then. We'll do this. That's pretty nuts. And we still don't have enough clarifiers on here. We do have more electrolyzers running. Though we are going to start piling up on this. So I'm going to need to set up... I'll probably, like, between episodes have to sort out how I'm going to handle the clarification. Because we have to have enough capacity to keep that running at full speed. And we won't need that full capacity once everything gets rolling, but we need to do that just to get everything rolling. Oh yeah, we need a stop here. And then what we'll do here is we'll use loaders. We'll split. Now, I should actually have a blueprint. For balancing those two things. I did actually pick something up. Actually, hold on. It'll be easier to do it like this. I think those were just standard stack inserters. Yes. So we go ahead and we say upgrade the standard stack inserters to the ultimate stack inserters. And then we drag upgrade all of our blueprints, get rid of that. Let's see, we get rid of this. Get rid of all the power poles. There we go. And so now it should just unload. There we are. And then we set this to be sodium hydroxide, right? Then we set these to be sodium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide. And then it should all work as soon as it actually has any power. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull those out. And... Yep, it then should balance those out over time between those two warehouses. Alright, and so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to call this sodium hydroxide loading. And I think one thing I'm going to try to do, as far as like train stops are concerned, is certain things I'm going to name all the train stops where you pick up or drop off, well, where you pick up, all the same, so that the train will just go grab what it needs from wherever there happens to be storage. At least that's the thought, anyway. Kind of the way we do the refueling station, where all the stops have the same name. Alright, and this still is not at full capacity, because my electrolyzers are not running, because they're not draining fast enough from purified water. So this whole system isn't running at the capacity it is supposed to be. Alright, but I will work on solving that particular problem, which is just going to be a giant bank of clarifiers. And probably reworking some of the plumbing. But yeah, I'll probably take care of that between episodes and get this thing all up and running before we come back. So, we'll get to work on... I think probably the next thing we're going to want to try to figure out what we're going to do is hydrofluoric acid, which is going to be much more complicated. And then I think once we have all three of those acids, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, and hydrofluoric acid, then we can properly mine all the different minerals. And then we'll be setting up a new ore processing facility, and then eventually a new smelting facility at, much higher capacity than we currently have, and then starting to build out all the various other things in, as I said, specialized, specific areas, and running trains between all of them. So that's a lot of work. So we'll see what it is that we're going to get done next episode. And for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.